Namaste, welcome back to my video. If you are seeing the first time of my video, please subscribe to our channel. So some are suggesting me to do videos on how to memorize the periodic table elements. So in this video I hopefully say that it is very interesting and try to give tricks to memorize the elements, the first 50 elements. Okay, well, here you are seeing the picture of Mendeleev. He was born in Tobolsk, Siberia and Russia. After his father's death, the family moved to St. Petersburg. He received a master's degree in chemistry in 1856 and a doctoral degree in 1865. He taught at the chemistry of St. Petersburg, where he was appointed professor of general chemistry in 1867. Preliminary work for his great textbook, Principles of Chemistry, led Mendel to propose the periodic law and to construct a periodic table of elements. So you will notice from the modern periodic table, the Mendeleev's name has to be immortalized by naming the element with atomic number Mendelevium. So this is all about some information of the Mendeleev. So the modern periodic table. In this video, I will give how to memorize the first 50 elements in very easy method. For this video I am naming learn 5 lines, remember 50 elements. So very cool and very interesting. Producing the periodic table. You are seeing the so many colorful boxes with the so many colors, and there are horizontal lines, vertical lines. So a modern version of long form of the periodic table of the elements is the most convenient and widely used. The horizontal rows are called periods and the vertical columns groups. Elements having similar outer electronic configuration in their atoms are arranged in vertical columns referred to as groups or families. According to the recommendation of the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, that is IUPAC, the groups are numbered from 1 to 18, replacing the order of notation of the groups. Okay. Here we are seeing the altogether 7 periods are there. The highest period corresponds to the highest principal quantum number of the elements in the period. The first period contains 2 elements. The subsequent periods consist of 8, 8, 18, 18 and 32 elements respectively. The 7th period is incomplete and like the 6th period would have a theoretical maximum of 32 elements. So in this form of periodic table, 14 elements of both 6th and 7th periods, that is lanthanides and actinides respectively, are placed in separate panels at the bottom. Well, sometimes memorization is necessary, and when it comes to chemistry, you must know how to memorize the periodic table and its elements, because without knowing the elements you are missing out and the foundation are required to learn the rest of the chemistry which has to offer. So let's learn 5 lines, learn 50 elements. We are entering into the first line. Here the 2%, that is grandpa and grandson. So 5 lines, one time story, and that means one line story. A boy saw his grandpa and say hi and hello. Very easy line to remember. So here H means hydrogen and hello, here He means helium. We got 2 elements out of 50 elements. So let's go into our next one line story. So in next video, first of all you should remind that one thing in your mind. You remember the picture which I was given and the memory tip. Here we are seeing in the previous picture the lion below the burning car. So lion needs oxygen for new life. Also not much difficult to remember. Here L, B. So I am writing the elements sequentially, that is respectively. That is code. What is the symbol I am writing? The elements symbol I am writing. So nextly I write the elements in words form. Iron. Here Li means lithium, and below means that is beryllium. So this is all the respectively ones of the elements. So I am trying to keep in the words form. So lion means lithium, below beryllium, and the burning. So here the burning means boron, carbon. Next one is need, nitrogen, and here the oxygen remains. F for means fluorine, neon. It's very easy. The lion below the burning car needs so lion needs oxygen for new life. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So very simple line. So next we go into our thought one line story. Here we are seeing the magician, so buddy magician. So buddy magician aligned 6 phones successfully, classic art. So this is also a very easy line to remember in your mind. Writing first of all the symbols of the elements with the related words. So initially I am writing the full form of the elements. Okay, so here we are saying so body magician aligned 6 phones successfully, classic art. So body, that means sodium. Okay, Na means sodium. So next magician, magnesium. So next aligned, aluminium. Okay, 6, so it is 6 silicon. Phones, phosphorus. Okay, successfully, that means sulfur. So classic, chlorine. Art, that means ar, organ. So this is very simple ones. Okay, tricky ones. So here we are seeing the principal and the science teacher and the Nick, German art, jingle copy, jingle. We are seeing the two sub stories. That means for one story there is another sub story is there. Principal called science teacher very cruel, ma'am irritated, cobbler Nick copied, jingle, and German arts fish brother cried. So here now also I am writing same form, that is the elements symbols. K, A, S, C, T, I, V, CR for cruel, and ma'am, that is MN, and irritated, that is FE. So that is all about the tricky ones you should remember in your mind. Okay, by seeing the first word you get the element name thoroughly. So next one is Koblanik, CONICU, Jeden, GAGEAS, SC, BR, KR. These are the symbols of the elements, and nextly we should write down in the full forms of the symbol elements. Okay, let's go for that. So here K, principal, that is potassium. Okay, called calcium. Science, scandium. Teacher, that is titanium. Very, vanadium. So Cr, that means cruel, chromium. Mn, ma'am, manganese. Okay, manganese. And next one is irritated, that means iron. So the symbol of iron is Fe. Okay, and there is a subline, that means sub one line story is there, that is cobbler Nick copied, jingle, German art, selfish brother cried. So cobbler Nick, that means CO, that is cobalt, Nick, Ni, copied, that means copper, zinc, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, krypton. So we should remember the elements thoroughly by these tricky lines, by these very simple lines. Okay, next enter into third line. Here we seeing the ruby, rhino, monk. So and also here in the silver coin, god, and a girl wishing. Okay, that the line of the story, that the line of the visualization picture is ruby truck in egg Jew, nice monk, tackle, rude rhino. So this is the one line. Another, pay silver coin. First, pay silver coin in tin until I am exceed. So this is subline of the another storyline. Okay, so here ruby, that means RB, truck, that means assert, strontium, ek, that means Y, Jew, ZR, nice, NB, monk, MO, tackled, TC, rude, RU, rhino, or H. Very easy to understand, I think, and very easy to remember the lines. And when we remember the pictures, we should thoroughly you get the memory tip in your mind. Pay, PB, silver, AG, coin, CD, in, iron, tin, SN, and AN, that means SB, tell, T, am, T, exceed, XC. Now I am writing the full form of the symbols of the elements. Let's go for that. So first I'm again saying that you should remember the pictures, you get the memory tip. So let's go for that video. Full form of the elements. I want to tell you one thing. I'm not showing the 50 elements. I'm showing the 54 elements. For the round figure, I am saying the 50 elements. Okay, let's go into the full form of the elements. Rubidium, strontium, yttrium, zirconium, okay, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium. Very simple, no? Is palladium, silver, cadmium, indium, tin, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon. I think it is very easily to remember the 5 lines, the 5 one-line stories, and remember the 50 elements. Really, it's very interesting one. I hope it's be workout. Finally, I gave some funny, interesting lines to remember and write the 50 elements quickly. Not 50, 54 elements quickly. For round figure, I am saying 50. Anyways, you learn very quickly by these 5 lines. It's really workout. Well, here also I think somewhat little difficulty we face. That means you didn't remember the stories one by one. Am I right? Let's hope for that also tricky one. So in the stories you should remember, mainly in the stories you should remember the main characteristics of the story. So for example, Bahubali movie. Without light we say Prabhas. That means Bahubali is the main character of the story. In any story you should remember the hero. That means the main character. The shared the strong person in the story, like that in our 6 one-line stories you should also remember the heroes, main persons in the story. That is, here I given a code, that is GBMPCRS. I was given the code GBMPCRS is a rhyming code. So when we observe, the G means the grandson. The main story of the first story is grandpa. Okay, the grandpa. And B means burning car, M means magician, P means principal, C means cobbler Nick, R means ruby, S means silver coin. So these are the main things, main heroes in the story. So when we should remember the code, and we get the memory tip, and we visualize in your mind the picture, and we get the memory tip, and lastly we get the elements name one by one. So this is all tricky one. There are 3 steps: code, memory tip, and elements. I think it's really very easy to understand. Now here I am writing the 50 elements, not 50 elements, 54 elements one by one, sequentially. So I'm writing in the symbol form. These are hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, krypton, rubidium, strontium, yttrium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silver, cadmium, indium, tin, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon. So these are the elements, 54 elements. Well, so why I'm seeing this book means it is a war book, and it is completely of science subject. There is chemistry, physics, biology, zoology, so all of this, botany, zoology. So why I'm saying means in that book there is a topic of elements. So I want to show you to see the book, show you to see the elements. So here they provide about the elements. Provide about elements means everything in the world is made from elements, pure substances that cannot be broken down into anything. Simplex elements can be grouped according to the properties they have in common, such as their appearance, how they conduct electricity, and how they react with other substances. There are 9 main groups and element hydrogen, which is unique. So these are all about the elements, and they given about the hydrogen, alkaline earth, alkaline metals, transition metals, actinides, lanthanides, non-metals, noble gases, poor metals, semi-metals. All of these matter they provide in this book. This is all about today's video. Learn easy 50 elements with remembering 5 lines. I think it's really very easy to understand. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks for your support and encouragement, and stay tuned, keep watching. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share. Thank